Welcome to Tales from the Switch Vault, where I, Jim, look back at some of the weird and wonderful games from the Nintendo Switch. This time, I shovel in SteamWorld Dig, a fistful of dirt. Released originally back in August 2013 on Nintendo 3DS, the title has come to every console and PC over the years, with a Wii U release in August 2014 and then finally onto Nintendo Switch in February 2018. Created by the now defunct Image & Form Games from Sweden, the adventure title kicked off what has turned into a great series of games over the years. Launching in the first year of the Switch was a boon, as at the time we only got a trickle of games a week compared to today's absolute flood. This helped play into the Switch becoming the indie powerhouse of the consoles. SteamWorld Dig is an adventure platformer game in which you play Rusty, a steam-powered robot cowboy who has to dig and explore underground in a mine he inherits. It's here where you have to find resources which can be sold to upgrade or buy new items. The bulk of the gameplay is digging and exploring, trying to find gems and avoid enemies or traps. Caves are usually marked out as the next objective, containing a new ability to unlock and challenges based around that. This keeps things focused and goal orientated, which I appreciate in a game. You can go off digging wherever, but still have one eye on the map where you need to go to next. They made some great design choices, with wall jumping from the get-go. This makes movement feel great, though it is an absolute necessity due to being able to dig straight down if one so chooses. There's actually fall damage too, so it doubles up as a way to get out as well as a way to save yourself on the way down. Add in upgrades like a sprint or double jump makes this a fantastic feeling game to play. I've not played this in about 4 years and I forgot just how good this game looks. A fantastic cartoon art style. I really dig the western look and vibes, particularly the town, which starts out run down but continues to grow as you boost the local economy. The characters really stand out, each one unique. It was a good call to make them so colourful, in particular Dorothy, who would be the protagonist in SteamWorld Dig 2. They really pop opposed to the dull brown and dark underworld, giving it all a pleasing contrast. Rusty also has a hell of a jaw. Music-wise, it's a very chilled out western style tune. Great twangs of the guitar and really reminds me of Breaking Bad's intro music. It fits well enough, though I'd have liked a few more standout tracks for the town and caves, to be honest. It's the game's noises that really stand out. The crumbling of the rock or the scraping of you wall sliding are really great. Head bump and landing noises are my favourite though, deep clanging metals that you'll hear a lot. You can just play a mute and have this as a second screen game, it works fantastically that way. The real hook here is the upgrade loop. Get gems to sell, then use that money to buy item upgrades and get deeper into the mine, where you can acquire new abilities. It works really well, with you levelling up as you hit certain financial points that unlocks new items. Resource wise, you need health, light and eventually water. All three can be upgraded in various ways alongside the all-important pickaxe. This is your key tool, requiring a stronger version for harder rocks, with the added benefit of quicker digging on weaker ones. You delve very deep into the mine, and it can turn traversal into a minor slog, though fortunately you can not only uncover teleporters, you can also build and install your own. Once you've dug everything out in an area, there's really no need to go back, so skipping this is a nice quality of life addition. It is still, however, a very fun game, particularly when you finally get something to access a new area and go crazy exploring. How this stands out to other similar games is that digging. It's pretty dark down there, and you not only have to find gems, but also map out and route down them. The latter is key to gaining new abilities, but it's very easy for you to dig out too much and not giving you a way back. Digging is satisfying as again, a great design choice comes in. Press A to hit once, or just hold it down for continuous digging. It's also used to hit enemies, which works well enough. You end up with these warren of tunnels, particularly if you chase down every gem. The depth you make gives you measurable progress. Overall it's good, though the sequel builds on this and adds a lot more besides. SteamWorld Dig clocks in at around 5 hours long, which is not massive, particularly compared to other titles in the series, but it's an ideal for a Sunday morning or a long train or flight. I do miss the days I could play 15 hours straight, but being time poor as I get older, smaller games just feel better and better. Anything coming in sub 12 hours these days feels about right. There's only the main story, but you could dig out every gem and buy every upgrade to 100% the game if you so wish. It's been quite depressing looking into Image & Form Games, as they are now no longer a company. In short, they were formed in 1997 and then merged with another studio, Zoink, to create Thunderful as their parent company. This lasted a few years until they were all merged into Thunderful Development, which had a terrible 2024 in which a load of restructuring and large layoffs has reportedly meant that none of the original Image & Form employees are still there. That's a huge shame considering what an awesome series they've managed to build up, going from an adventure platform game and then branching out into other classic genres such as SteamWorld Quest RPG or SteamWorld Build City Builder was a fantastic move. I do worry for what's next, as they've made wonderful games in the past, and hearing Build underperformed and SteamWorld Headhunter now on hold, it all looks very uncertain. However, SteamWorld Dig reviewed pretty well over the years, with a 75 on Metacritic for the Switch version. Having released after SteamWorld 2, it was no surprise there was a drop-off in the review scores. Back in 2013, it did win numerous awards on IGN and made Eurogamer's readers top 50 games for that year. I played this about 4 years ago, and coming back to now, it was an absolute delight, particularly to be jumping around in the mines again. Honestly, I could have just blasted through it in one sitting if I didn't have to make this video. It's often on sale for less than £1 and worth anyone's time at that price. Switch games normally come at a premium when compared to PC, but this is one of those great indie titles that comes in for a bargain price when on sale. SteamWorld Dig 2 is a far superior game with its Metroidvania design and boss battles that greatly builds on 1, but if you have any love for the SteamWorld series, this is definitely worth a look. Right, one more time into the mines.